I wanna fly sky high. Let's go together. I wanna. Huh? Sonic the Hedgehog has always been a series focused on spectacle. The little blue guy is always running away from some ridiculous threat like an orca, a big truck, actual nothing, an orca, or a big truck. We call these set pieces. And playable or not, good or bad, they are a hallmark of the Sonic franchise and often help to solidify Sonic as an edgy action hero, unlike something more gameplay driven like Super Mario. But I ask you, dear gamer, what was the first Sonic set piece? Yep, we're going back to Green Hill for the 7 millionth time. What was the OGSP of the Sonic series? The falling ledge? The spinny tunnels? Well, I would argue it happens right here. Look at him go. This moment was even recreated in the SA2 remake of this stage, the first of so many remakes. This set piece is iconic for a lot of reasons. The imagery of Sonic flying into the sky is something we would see a lot in the media of the 90s. Sonic CD's iconic intro, later on in the cartoons, specifically this amazing shot in the pilot of Sonic X, and so many times in my beloved OVA. So often, we fling this little boy into the skies for our amusement. This makes a lot of sense, right? Sonic run fast. He runs so fast he leave ground. This even ties back to the original lore of the character. Yup, this one, where the mascot of a real-life company is a fake mascot in a fake world, plastered on the side of a fighter jet that becomes real in the fake world when the dude flying the jet dies, or something. Yeah. Sonic's always been associated with planes, really. His plane, not Tails' plane. It is not Tails' plane.
Why not just use my plane, the Tornado?
Tell him. You fucking tell him, Sonic. The Tornado is yet another reminder of the blue sky that means so much to our blue blur. And so, I'd like to discuss something I recently discovered. I hadn't touched Sonic Heroes in probably a decade. It's a game I remember the release of fondly. I liked it quite a bit, but I never really felt the need to return to it the same way like the adventure or Le Classic game. Heroes has a lot of annoying bottomless pits, ones you will very often fall into. However, I found myself really enjoying the game in these moments. You know, the sense of scale, the freedom it gave me to, fuck up. Yeah, I really enjoyed that, and I discovered that, for me, the thing that takes a Sonic game from a B to an S rank is not how our little spiky man controls with boots on the ground, but how he enters, exists in, and exits the air. How does Sonic convert his speed on the ground into meaningful gameplay on the Y-axis? Let us begin, as always, at the beginning. It's super common discourse on Sonic games to discuss the tiered paths of the Sonic level design. High equals fast, but hard to maintain. Low equals slow and less skill. This level design directly plays with the Y-axis, and it's a really commonly known thing at this point. Now, launching into the sky and controlling Sonic is 99% of the fun. It's not really about tight jumps in a game like Mario, but building and releasing your speed into what is essentially a level up, literally and figuratively. Now, getting hit is even worse than just losing rings. You're losing that speed that you can use to get higher up into the level. People often say that speed is the reward in Sonic games, but what do you really do with that reward? The way Sonic converts his speed into airtime is the main thing that ties the level design, gameplay design, and character design of Sonic into one complete blue package. And go figure, when they added new characters to the games, did they give them ground combat? Did they give them new ways to gain speed on the ground? Nope, not a zilch. They gave them air actions, ways to interact with the existing systems in the skies. But that's just the classic games, the one with momentum and physics. We want momentum like this, but do we actually need that? It's fun, it's cool, it's chill, I dig, I like, I love even. But is that really what the games are missing? I think I know what's going on here, so, if you will, allow me a moment to speak of my beloved Sonic Adventure is a game with the goddamn sky right on the box art. I don't think it's too much of a stretch to say that Sonic controls very well in the air in this game. In fact, many will say he controls too well, perhaps a bit floaty for the seasoned gamer. He has a move that literally drops him like a rock. Kind of weird on paper, but in practice, quite essential. This is a game that allows you to fling yourself into the sky from a complete standstill, a complete stop, almost anywhere in any of the levels if you're playing as Sonic. They're even designed around this. They clearly got it. And the best part is that many times it feels just like the classics. You are making this happen. You are the reason this guy has to apply for ATC clearance. You got lots of control over Sonic. Emerald Coast, look at this. Woo! Woo! Look at that. He flings all over the place. This level provides you a blank check that you may cash however you see fit to launch yourself into the skies. You can skip complete sections. You can use it in completely fucked up, unintended ways. Some intended, some unintended. This is where it's at. This is the fun. And at the end of the day, it's this control over the reward that you've earned that makes it fun. Yes, it's a bit more participation trophy-esque now than it was in the classic games, but alas, it's still just as fun to feel the breeze going through those blue spines and controlling yourself in the air. Look at this. Controlling. Why can't I move? Why can't I? Oi. These dash panels, they are everywhere. I'm pretty sure almost every Sonic game since Adventure has at least some form of control locking on the springs and dash panels like this. No matter how many air boosts, trick rings, whatever we add to these Sonic games, we are never, ever getting back together with the freedom that we used to have in the skies. Now I can finally move into my true intentions with this video. Over the years, since Adventure 1, every Sonic game has slowly and surely added more little baby bitch bumpers onto the way you move around in the skies. No longer do we control our destiny. Now we are stuck in what is basically an immovable cutscene every time we leave the ground. Okay, that's a little dramatic, but yeah, a lot of the time we leave the ground. And yes, we have options. We can boost off cliffside and forces. Ooh, how riveting. Look at the way the level design utilizes all this height. I say that, but unironically, I think this is probably the best part of forces. Not a good sign. Yuck. Sonic Frontiers is currently the latest Sonic game, and I can't imagine a better place to remove those handcuffs and let my boy fly. But alas, spring, dash. Look at the gross. Look at that. Look at the gross. Gross predetermined path he takes here. Looks unnatural. Looks like a bunch of bullshit. Doesn't even look fun. This isn't even about momentum. An entire piece of the Sonic formula is taken away when the platforming element of a platformer is removed. As a matter of fact, people were so hungry for these mechanics that the Sonic Meme Squad made an official video discussing a borked, strange mechanic of launching yourself off of grind rails. It's actually a really fun mechanic in practice, but it's clearly not something that the level design or game as a whole was designed around. Why can't Sonic react like, what the You're telling me that he can? And they still put these auto boost launch bitches all over the place? The unique animation, the air actions, it's so beautiful. It's jank as fuck. It's broken. It's a mess. But it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. This instantly launched Sonic Frontiers as one of my favorite Sonic games of all time. The depth of movement is here, especially with the patch to the air drag, which, oh my god, was so essential. This is so much fun. It brings me right back to those games I was talking about before, all the things I liked about them. And then they look at this and they go, you know what this game needs? And they drop the fucking spin dash back in. Oh, perfect. The game is literally completely different with this move. Not a single challenge in the game once you've unlocked the spin dash is handled in the same way. It's so creative and so fun. But alas, I hear you. This is just a way to break and mangle the automated level design. Sonic Team could never design levels around... Oh my. This is the direction the Sonic franchise needs to go. This shit is gorgeous. Final Horizon adds the verticality, the tech, the risk and reward. How beautiful. Yes, it's paperclipped together like a complete joke of a $60 AAA game, but it demonstrates, for the first time in almost 24 years, the importance of air movement and the transition of speed on the ground into speed in the air that makes Sonic so goddamn special. And so, I see bright blue skies ahead for this little blue boy to launch himself into. I just hope Sonic Team learns the right lessons, as they always do.